Hmm. Toilet paper. Hmm. So I still haven't quite worked out all the logics behind the toilet paper stockpile obsession, right? But even still, what we're going to do today for my fellow entrepreneurs, bosses out there, uh, people who essentially are trying to figure out what to do right now, I want to share with you guys 5 things to get other than toilet paper right now as we are trying to figure out how to prepare for and navigate this global pandemic. Okay. So, let us dig in today. And I'm going to do this relatively quickly. Okay. So, you know that we've got this coronavirus, we've got this pandemic, and we as a global community, we as a nation, you, I, everybody is trying to figure out what they need to do. Now, we need to make sure that our immune systems are where they need to be. I am a diabetic. I don't know about you. So, my immune system is not the greatest. So, I wanted to talk about a few different things that you guys should be getting. Feel free to share this out. Number one. Number two, this is a part of my Plan C conversation for my entrepreneurial spirits out there who are looking to navigate the emotional and economic impact of the coronavirus, right? We've got to be clear. We've got some things to do when it comes to the personal side of ourselves and our lives and the professional side of our businesses. Okay. Now, on the personal side, I want to make sure that you guys are 3 P's. You are prepping, you are protecting, and you're staying positive. So, when it comes to prep and protection, when it comes to this particular virus, number one on my list are your vitamins, right? Vitamin C is vital right now. So, do you have your vitamin C? Number one. Number two, this is just my personal 5 point list. As I go through it, please let me know what you have. And number two, other things that you recommend, okay, based on this or any other things that you feel like we need. So, vitamins, your traditional vitamin C. I'm also getting what it's called emergency, and I've gotten different versions of it. Okay, so I'm just going to share them with you right now. I've literally got this little thing here that I'm popping them in. So, I have, and I went to my local Dollar Tree, and I got emergency. These come in packets of two for $1. And then I got this. This has 3 packets. I got this one at the Dollar General. I stacked up on quite a few of these. Outside of your traditional vitamins, of course, I have my vitamin C regular traditional pills and multivitamins and things of that nature. Then I got these boxes or little boxes of 10 packs. And this was $6 at Dollar General. And then it had a little coupon on it. So I got $1 off and I got a couple of these as well. So stacking up on stacking up. Stacking up on these to me are essential, making sure that you've got all your vitamins. What are the vitamins, guys? My nutritionist, I'm asking you, what other vitamins do you recommend? Multivitamins, of course, but vitamin C is really, really important right now. And again, I got these at between my Dollar Tree and my Dollar General, number one. Okay. Number two, every day we are working on taking a little bit of our apple cider vinegar. Who's got some apple cider vinegar? It's like good for many, many things. Internal, external, put it on my hair, drink a little bit of this every day. We've got the big apple cider vinegars. And then I got these a while ago at Walmart. They come in different flavors. This one is ginger and honey. We've got different flavors. We just kind of stocked up on apple cider vinegar in our pantry. So that number two. Number three for me, you got to get your fruits, right? I talked about vitamin C and, outside of the pills, the emergency. Let's look here. We've pretty much been stacking up. You know what's funny? I've been seeing people post memes about the fact that the fruits and vegetables ain't going. The toilet paper, people selling they firstborn child for the toilet paper, but the fruits and vegetables, nobody seems to be getting those, right? So, your lemons, your limes, your mandarins, your oranges, do you have your fruit? As an island girl born in the US, from my Caribbean people, we know we oftentimes will take a little bit of the lemon or the lime and we'll have a little honey, mix it together so it goes down a little bit easier. Do you have honey in your pantry? Do you have honey in your kitchen? Essential for me as well. So we're going to knock out this list relatively quickly. But what I want to do is I want to make sure that outside of me sharing with you what we're doing in my house, it would be great for you to let me know what you're doing in your house. A part of this conversation of Plan C is as a community, we need to come together to help each other in this time, right? And then number two, of course, with all the panic and anxiety, we got to bring in a little bit of life and laughter and love, so that we don't drive ourselves crazy. I mean, real talk. So you may see me be a little silly here, but in all seriousness, I want us to not go so far into the darkness that, again, we don't stay positive, we don't stay powerful, we don't stay human. Right? As humans, we need to help others, because again, if everybody else gets infected, what you going to do? Right? So don't keep this stuff secret. Share what you know and how you can help others. Make sure you share this video, by the way, if you feel like it can be helpful to others. So this is a list of 5 things that you guys need to be getting besides toilet paper. So far, I talked about the emergency, your vitamin C, very important. I talked about apple cider vinegar. I talked about fruits. Another one on this list for me is your alcohol, right? Sanitizer. Everybody know to get hand sanitizer and disinfectants and stuff, and that stuff is going crazy. We've been kind of stacking up on our alcohol. We got a couple of these yesterday at Walmart for 88 cents, but we had already started getting stuff. We've got our hydrogen peroxide. We've got, this one is 50% alcohol, but this one is actually better. Which one? No, we've got the 80% downstairs as well. No, these ones are 50%, but still, getting your alcohol, making sure that you stock up on that as well. Very, very, very important. Okay. So those are just a few things. That's like a list of 5 things that I want you guys to consider right now. And again, write this down, Plan C. So sistersense.com/Plan C is essentially where I'm going to be ongoing adding new videos, recommendations, and resources. Again, this is for my entrepreneurs out there and for anyone, honestly, looking for direction when it comes to figuring out what you need to do as far as the business side and your personal side when it comes to navigating, preparing, prepping, protecting, staying positive with respect to this coronavirus situation that we've got right now. Okay. So let's do a quick recap rundown of what I talked about so far, because I've got one more thing that I want to recommend that you guys get as well, in this video anyway, because I'm going to continue to do more of these. So I shared with you guys that your vitamins, very important. What vitamins are you getting? I got a bunch of these emergencies at between my Dollar Tree and my Dollar General. Number one. Number two, make sure that you got your lemons, your limes, your citrus, your oranges, your mandarins. It's important for your immune system. It's important for you. It's important for your kids too, because our kids are home and we don't want them to spend the days like eating a whole bunch of crap and not making sure that they've got some good stuff internally as well, right? So also, like I mentioned before, making sure that you've got your apple cider vinegar. Take a little bit of this bad boy here. Just something that traditionally we've been doing just to make sure that our internals are good. And your honey, because I know I just showed you the honey as well. Are you, you got some honey in your space too. Now, here's the last thing that I'm going to share with you guys. I'm going to continue to add more. Let me know what questions you have. Let me know what you're doing in your home. Very, very important. The last thing that I'm going to say is, as you're going out there stocking up on your toilet paper, we've got to be mindful of how much money we are spending. We don't know what's going to happen with this particular situation, and we've got to also keep ourselves on a budget. So outside of the money that you're spending right now, one thing that you guys need to do, I know I'm doing this too, is to track your inventory. Like, look around in your office, in your kitchen, look and make note of stuff that you already have. So literally, before I started this video, I looked around my office, and in about, I don't know, in about like 5 minutes or so, I've got gloves, right? Reusable gloves. I have some Lysol wipes. I have a packet here. I've got hand sanitizer. I've got a couple of these pretty much everywhere, just stuff that you have in your home. Start to put together little boxes or, areas where you are outside of just kind of, you don't want to fall into mass hysteria, right? Where you're just like going out 50,000 times and spending, spending, spending. We don't have an infinite amount of money to spend. We have to be mindful of our budget. This is pretty good. I got this one at the Dollar Tree. This is the apple cider vinegar that you can put in your water. So that was an alternative as well. I'm always like, who's coughing? Who's sneezing? I've got this Mucinex cold and sore throat. Now, obviously, this ain't going to do what we need it to do for the other stuff. But I mean, just taking inventory of what you have in your home before you go out and go crazy like everybody else is important too. Any other suggestions, feel free to drop those into the comment box as well. And feel free to share this out or tag somebody who would like these kind of recommendations because they're trying to figure out what to do. Okay. Now, I want you to understand that, again, for me, when it comes to me creating a conversation around Plan C, how to navigate what's going on right now, I believe that we have to look at this from two perspectives. The personal things that we need to do personally to protect ourselves, to prepare for what's coming, and to stay positive. The mind has to stay positive. That's so vital. And then on the flip side, the professional, as entrepreneurs, as business owners, as adults with children, parents, people we are responsible for, we need to not be so distracted with everything that we are seeing and hearing that we lose sight of what we need to do to sustain. We are on the cusp of a recession. And economically, we cannot afford to be so distracted by everything else that we don't mind our business, literally, and do what we need to do. So on the professional side, one of the things that I've been talking about with you is to think about, as far as entrepreneurs are concerned, what products, what programs, what packages you want to put out there to consistently survive and even thrive in these times of uncertainty. Okay. Right now, over on citizensense.com/plan C, one of the things that you'll see are some of the resources that I've created for my entrepreneurs. Right now, this week, I'm doing what's called Maintain Your Momentum, a week-long training series to talk about things that we need to be doing, myself and other experienced entrepreneurial women, moms, people, women, driven people who are looking to help support you figure out what you need to do. Yesterday, we did about 4 or 5 live training sessions, and that's the Maintain Your Momentum series over at citizensense.com/MYM. We're going to continue to do these live sessions all week. The first session that I did was on 7 products that you need to be creating now to reach these 7 growing markets, because there are new markets right now in this economy based on what's happening. And in the next 30 to 60 days, you guys got to be clear and intentional about what you're doing as entrepreneurs and business owners. So that is something that I'm talking about as part of the Maintain Your Momentum series. We're going to do more sessions today. I'm going to talk about how to host your own virtual events. A lot more people are going to be at home. A lot more people are going to need and understand what they need to do when it comes to navigating and utilizing technology. So you've got to be on the forefront of this. I'm going to be talking about some things that you need to do when it comes to hosting your own virtual events and sessions. That's happening tonight. For the full schedule of Maintain Your Momentum is also to be able to register. You can go over to citizensense.com/MYM. Okay. So outside of these 5 things that I just shared with you guys, again, number 1, I want you to share with me what you are bringing into your home other than toilet paper, right? And hopefully, again, you're taking note of things that you already have in your home. Like maybe you already have lots of tissue. Maybe you already have water. We've been getting quite a bit of cases of water and just kind of putting them to the side. What are some things that you're getting to make sure that you have what you need to stay prepared, protective, and positive, right? And then here's something that I don't know if you guys are thinking about this, right? Our kids are home. They're going to be home for 2 weeks and or more. We don't know, right? But we've got to be prepared. We need more. Let me pick this up, y'all. Oh, hold on, because I got a stack of these to share with you. Y'all need, as y'all are running out, trying to go get all this other stuff, trying to figure out what to do, you need to be getting books for your babies, okay? Now, things that they can read. Who's getting books for their babies? Now, I said to my son, because he's 13 and he needs to, I've got stuff falling everywhere. My earring just fell out. I feel like a hot mess right now. Where did it go? Where did it go? I don't know. I'll pick it up in a second. My earring just fell out. My son's a boy. Boys, they don't like to sit. They don't like to read. Well, some of them anyway. Some of them they do, but the majority of them don't. So I said, look, every week you're going to read a new book. So every week this year, he's been reading a new book. I already been stockpiling books. I got these at a local discount store. These were 99 cents. I got him a stack of these so he can keep reading. He has stuff to read every week. This interesting book called Space Runner. I got this bad boy at the Dollar Tree. And it's 300 pages. So it took him, I want to say, about 2.5 weeks to read this one. But these are books that are $1. Okay. Now, outside of just like, fictional books, he is a lover of comic books. So, and he loves Minecraft. This was at the Dollar Tree. This is a comic book. Okay. This was $1 at the Dollar Tree. It was a Minecraft comic book. My boy's 13. Obviously, you can go to regular Barnes and Nobles bookstores or whatever, but as you're running out to these local discount stores or your Walmart, your CVS or whatever, your Dollar Tree, get your baby some books, something else to do other than Netflix and scroll on their phone, right? All freaking day. I'm going to talk about homeschooling and things of that nature. I do have a homeschool professional who is going to be speaking as part of my Maintain Your Momentum series. She's going to be speaking as well this week. So make sure that you go over to sistasense.com/MYM to take a look at all the speakers that we have this week. And I'm actually going to be updating the list. So some speakers who are going to be participating this week aren't even on the website yet. So books, very, very, very important. I want you guys to, as entrepreneurs, as humans, I want you to stay positive. I want you to stay prayerful, because we got to pray. We got to keep on keeping on and understanding that God is with us. He's going to help us through this. So make sure that y'all is praying right now. As we got books for the babies, we need books for ourselves. One of my speakers yesterday, Pam Perry, she talked about 5 P's that you need to be keeping in mind right now. One of them is being in a place where you are thinking about this conversation around prayerful. She talked about Jesus Calling. Jesus Calling is a devotionals book. This is one of my personal favorites, and I'm going to read a message that I want to share with you guys from Jesus Calling. Okay. So today, let me do this really quick, y'all, because I want to make sure that I give you the right day. Today's the 16th. Okay. I said, okay, I want to make sure Jesus Calling is a daily devotional series. Do you have this book, Jesus Calling? It's a daily devotional series. And when I feel like there's a lot going on this earth and I need to get centered, I got my Bible and I got my devotionals. And I want to share with you the message for today. I'm also going to share with you the message that Pam shared yesterday. Okay. So we're looking at March 16th. We got to have books for the babies. We have to have books for ourselves. We have to stay positive. We have to stay prayerful. We have to stay productive. and we have to stay, as entrepreneurs, we got to stay profitable. We have to sustain, strive, and this is what I need y'all to do. Write this down. I need you to strive to not just survive, but thrive in these unsettling and uncertain times right now. Feel free to share this out as well, as you figure out what it is that you need to do. So actually, let me do this. First, let me share today with you, March 16th, and then I'm going to share the message from March 15th. This is the Jesus Calling Devotionals book. I don't know if you have it, but if you have other book recommendations that we should be getting for our kids or for ourselves, please feel free to drop those into the comment box. Those of you who do not have Jesus Calling, you can go over to sistersense.com/JC. That's going to take you over to Amazon so you can order it if you want to get it. Okay. Today, March 16th. It is good that you recognize your weakness. That keeps you looking to me, your strength. Abundant life is not necessarily health and wealth. It is living in continual dependence on me. Instead of trying to fit this day into a preconceived mold, relax and be on the lookout for what I am doing. This mindset will free you to enjoy me and to find what I have planned for you to do. This is far better than trying to make things go according to your plan. Don't take yourself so seriously today. Lighten up, laugh with me. You have me on your side, so what are you worried about? I can equip you to do absolutely anything as long as it is my will. The more difficult your day, the more I yearn to help you. Anxiety wraps you up in yourself, trapping you in your own thoughts. When you look to me and whisper my name, you break free and receive my help. Focus on me and you will find peace in my presence. Focus on the Lord our God and you will find peace in his presence. Lighten up. Don't just think about you. Don't just think about your plan. I need you to lean in on him because he's going to help us through whatever we need to get through to get where we need to be next. We don't know if this is temporary or going to become our new normalcy. So I need you to be positive and prayerful. This is March 16. Then it has Proverbs 17:22 as a scripture for you to read. March 15, listen to the love song that I am continually singing to you. I take great delight in you. I rejoice over you with singing. The voices of the world are a, a cacophony of chaos. I can't say it. A cacophony. There we go. The voices of the world are a cacophony of chaos, pulling you this way and that. Come on now. Come on now. Don't listen to those voices. Challenge them with my word. Learn to make many breaks. Come on now. Who needs to lean in and listen up? Learn to take many breaks from the world, finding a place to be still in my presence and listen to my voice. There is immense hidden treasure to be found through listening to me. Though I pour out blessings upon you always, some of my richest blessings have to be actively sought. I love to reveal myself to you, and your seeking heart opens you up to receiving more of my disclosure. Ask and it will be given to you. Seek and you will find. Knock and the door will be opened. Matthew 7:7, another scripture for you to read. Again, Jesus calling. We got to make sure that we take time to get still, to get quiet, to get prayerful, because in these trying times, we cannot afford to be so distracted in everything that we're seeing and that we're hearing. Energetically, this is our opportunity to get fill. This is our opportunity to clean up our spaces. This is our opportunity to connect and stay connected with the people that we love, that mean the most to us. And I want to make sure that I can provide you all with as many resources to do just that. So again, I'm going to continue to work on the Plan C series, resources and recommendations for my entrepreneurial spirits out there looking to get clear about how to navigate these unsettling, uncertain times as far as the coronavirus is concerned. And again, you can follow the Plan C series over at sizzlesense.com/plan C. Okay. I'm going to continue to read from the Jesus Calling series. Guys, let me know if you have this one. But again, you can learn more about it if you go over to sistersense.com/JC. It'll take you over to Amazon so you can see and learn more about this particular devotional. For my entrepreneurs out there, I do have other books that I've actually self-published. One of them is called Pivot. 5 mistakes. It looks kind of like this, except it's pink. I can't find it to show it to you right now. Pivot, 5 mistakes that entrepreneurs are making that you need to avoid. And there are times in life where we need to pivot, we need to shift, we need to move, and we need to move quickly. So I've identified 5 things that you need to do. And in these times, this is really one of those times that you need to start to shift and pivot. For those of you who participate in the Maintain Your Momentum week-long series that I'm doing, the Pivot digital version that you can get instant access to, it comes with all the replays of Maintain Your Momentum over at sizzlesense.com/MYM for the Maintain Your Momentum series that we're working on right now. We cannot afford to be so distracted in what we're hearing and what we're seeing that we don't do what we need to do for our personal selves and also for our professional beings, our businesses too. Okay. Feel free to check in with me, guys, if you have any questions. Again, I'm going to be continuing these series, but inside of Maintain Your Momentum, we're going to talk about tonight how to host your own virtual sessions. And I will be posting a lot of everything that we do. For those of you who've got a lot going on, obviously, so you're in and out of your homes, you're at work, you're taking care of the kids, the Maintain Your Momentum series, there are replays, and the replays from the speakers from yesterday, they're already online. So those of you who get the replays for Maintain Your Momentum, when you look inside that PDF, there's a link that says click here to listen to replays. And as the replays come out this week, I'm immediately updating them and uploading them online. For those of you who are already inside the Maintain Your Momentum series, the replays from yesterday are already up today. Okay, so you can listen if you miss those. But of course, it's both a live and a replay experience. And then one of the things that you get with the replays is the Pivot book on 5 mistakes that entrepreneurs are making, especially in times when they need to quickly shift and change. And I want to make sure that you're aware of those things. Okay, so this is a long session today. I think this is like maybe 20 or 30 minutes. But again, there has to be balance. And I wanted to, from the entrepreneurial perspective, talk about what you need to do internally outside of stockpiling toilet paper. We want to make sure that you are making sure that you maintain your internal health. Physically, your immune system, your mental health too is very important. Every time I go down the media rabbit hole, it gets dark and I feel a little bit triggered. I go to a place of where I need to pause. I need to be prayerful. I need to stay positive, and I encourage you to do the same. So drop in any recommendations, guys, that you have as far as things that you're doing right now, internally, mentally, physically, health-wise with your kids, because we need as a community to help each other. I don't know everything, and I would love to know what you're doing because that's going to help me get a little bit better as far as what I'm doing with myself, my hubby, my son, and otherwise. So we're going to make it, y'all. We're going to power through. We're not just going to sit here and panic. We are going to pray. We are going to prepare. We're going to be proactive. And in that space, I need you guys to be in a headspace. I need you to be in a headspace where, as mentioned before, that you are going to strive to not just survive, but thrive right now. Don't just survive. Don't just think about, oh, I got to survive this. We got to thrive through this to get to that next level. Alrighty, my dears. Till the next one. Mwah. Take care.